Hey, spicy book lovers, and welcome back to the Spicy Bookshelf, your go-to spot for all things steamy, seductive, and of course, spicy. If you're looking for your next hot new read, you've come to the right place because I'm going to be doing my video on the 10 new spicy romance novels that are coming out in 2025. So, you guys, if you're watching this in the evening, go ahead and grab a glass of wine, or if it's the morning time, grab a cup of tea or something, a nice blanket, and let's dive right into today's video. First on the list, we have Spiral, and this is by Bal Cabra. I hope that I'm pronouncing the author's name correctly, but if I'm not, please give me some grace because I'm pretty sure that won't be the first thing that I mispronounce. So yeah, this is book 2 from the Off the Ice series. If you're curious, book 1 is called Collide, and I'm just going to read the summary. So it says, she's an honor student with ambitious graduate school plans, and he's a jock with only hockey on his mind. But once their worlds collide, their connection is hot enough to melt an ice rink. Now, I'm looking right here. It doesn't say that you have to read these in order, but I would assume you need to read Collide first and, just so you don't miss anything. As of now, it says Spiral is set for January 28th, and it's going to be retailing for around $15.20. That's for paperback, and then $10.99 on the Kindle. Next on our list, we have a steamy college romance by Ali Hazelwood, and this is called Deep End. It says here that the book is set to come out around February 4th, and I just want to say, these dates could change. It's definitely hard to find dates for pre-releases sometimes, and sometimes they get pushed back. But yeah, so it's set for February 4th, and it's going to retail for about $16 paper book and $11 on the Kindle. Now, this one says Scarlett Vandermeer is swimming upstream, a junior at Stanford and a student athlete who specializes in platform diving. Scarlett prefers to keep her head down, concentrating on getting into med school and on recovering from the injury that almost ended her career. She has no time for relationships, at least that's what she tells herself. Swim captain, world champion, all-around aquatics golden boy, Lucas Blomqvist thrives on discipline. It's how he wins gold medals and breaks records. Complete focus with every stroke. On the surface, Lucas and Scarlett have nothing in common until a well-guarded secret slips out and everything changes. So they start an arrangement. And as the pressure leading to the Olympics heats up, so does their relationship. It was supposed to be just a temporary, mutually satisfying fling, but when staying away from Lucas becomes impossible, Scarlett realizes that her heart might be treading into dangerous waters. Okay, so that sounds really interesting, especially if you're into the whole sports romance things. Since I've been getting into books and spicy books in general, I'm noticing that there are so many sports romances, including romances about hockey, which I haven't read yet, but I'm intrigued because, what's up with hockey? So anyways, let's move into our number 3 spot. We have You Float My Boat by Lulu Moore. So for this one, this is also a 2-book series, and the first one is Or Then Friends, being book 1. Okay, and so it says here, all Charlie Masterson wants is to graduate Oxford, with a first obviously, but then his life gets turned upside down when Evie Waters waltzes into his philosophy class. Evie Waters, the one-time, very careless owner of his heart. A heart he has no intention of giving away ever again. Therefore, he needs to come up with a plan to make sure that doesn't happen. Float Your Boat is set for February 6th, and it doesn't have a price listed for a physical copy yet, but it does say that you can pre-order this on Kindle for $12.72, give or take. In our number 4 spot, we have Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. So it looks like this is going to be the 3rd book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. So I'm just going to do like a really tiny excerpt for this one. It says, God, I want to kiss her. I want to feel the heat of her lips against mine. Would she want that? Would she melt against me if she did? Or would the tension I feel between us snap and release something feral inside her, inside me? From the number 1 New York Times and USA Today best-selling author of the genre-breaking international TikTok sensation Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark comes the final book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. A friends with benefits dark romantic comedy packed with murder, mayhem, and spice. Okay. That sounds really interesting. I've also heard a lot about those books. I haven't read the other two, but I am intrigued. So I might have to get the series since the last one allegedly is coming out this year. But yeah, I don't want to get too much more into that book just because it is the third book, so I don't want to go deep into the summary. And you guys haven't read the other two just like me. But it does say that Sky and Sparrow is set to release February 11th around $15.20 paperback and $9.99 for the Kindle. Okay, so hopefully this is for the comedians out there. If y'all are looking for like laughs on top of the steamy spiciness, then it looks like we should check out the Charlie Method, which is coming in my 5th spot today. So it looks like this is going to be the 3rd book in the Campus Diaries. I don't see anything about it being a standalone, so I would suggest reading the other two first. But just let's talk about the summary real quick. It does say, college senior Charlotte Kingston is living 2 lives and she's nailing both of them. By day, she's the perfect sorority girl, a STEM student in biomedical engineering, and the adopted daughter of an overachiever family. At night, she's Charlie, a risk-taking daredevil looking for fun who finds herself chatting on a dating app with 2 anonymous hotties. Will Larson may seem like a breezy boy next door, but his congressman father is a constant thorn in his side. After a scandal hits another Division I hockey program, y'all, there goes those sports romances. Will's dad is determined to distance his son from it, hiring a journalist to prove how squeaky clean Will and his team are, which means the last thing Will wants is for anyone to find out he and his best friend, Beckett Dune, a laid-back Aussie shielding secret heartache, sometimes share girls in the bedroom. Okay. So it says when Charlie finally meets them in person and realizes she's been chatting with 2 gorgeous Briar U hockey players, things get steamy fast, but all their messy secrets are piling up and real life soon threatens to shatter the fantasy. With Charlie, Will, and Beckett all coming to terms with what they want and what others want for them, difficult decisions will need to be made, especially when lust starts to look a lot like love. Okay, so the Charlie's Method is set for February 25th, and it retails for about $14 paperback and $5.99 on the Kindle. If you guys are wondering, if y'all are wondering like why I keep saying about the Kindle, I'm a Kindle reader. I don't really purchase books. I don't know if I will get into purchasing books. My husband is gung-ho over purchasing books. He has like a whole shelving wall of his book collection, so I don't know if I'll do that or not. But yeah, let's talk about number 6 on our spot, and that is the Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laura Gilmore. Okay, so this is going to be book 4 of 5 in her standalone series, and it says all in love with a brand new spring romance set in Dream Harbor from the best-selling author of The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. All right, so I do want to say I did read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and I have my own thoughts and opinions of that book, and I do have a review of that book on my channel. If you're interested and you want to go take a look at that, definitely go take a look and see if you're interested in that one. But I am not giving up on Laura Gilmore. That was my first book. And so I'm not just going to say I'm not going to read any more of those. I'm actually reading The Christmas Tree Farm right now. And I am hooked. Now, some of y'all are probably like, it's not Christmas anymore. Why are you reading The Christmas Tree Farm? I don't care. It is still winter. And down south, down here, it just snowed. It didn't snow in my city, but it snowed very close to my city. So it's still holiday time. But yeah. Like I said, I have a review on the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and if you guys are interested in a review of the Christmas Tree Farm as well, I can give you guys that too. But let's talk more about the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. So it says, as a world-renowned chef, Single dad Archer never planned on moving to a small town, let alone running a pancake restaurant. But Dream Harbor needs a new chef, and Archer needs a community to help raise his daughter, Olive. Iris has never managed to hold down a job for more than a few months, so when it's suggested that Archer is looking for a live-in nanny, she almost runs in the opposite direction. Now, Iris finds herself in a whole new world, one where her gorgeous new boss lives right across the hall and he likes to cook topless. Keeping everything strictly professional should be easy, right? Okay, so that is the end of that. Um, it kind of seems like we all know where that's going to be headed, but that one is set to come out March 13th, and let's see what the prices are. It's saying that it's about $17 paperback and $4.99 on the Kindle. Alrighty, so if you're looking for a summer romance, in our seventh spot we have Paige Toon's What If I Never Get Over You, which is projected to drop just in time for the summer. It's going to be April 15th, okay? So it says here, Ellie didn't expect to fall in love while interrailing through Europe, but she also didn't expect to meet a man like Ash. 3 blistering days in Lisbon is all it takes to form an unforgettable connection, a bond deep enough for them to scrap their itineraries and plan to meet again in Spain. But Ellie arrives late and Ash is nowhere to be found. 6 years later, Ellie has landed her dream job working as a gardener for a Viscount and Viscountess on their sprawling 500-year-old estate in Wales. She finds peace amongst the towering topiary hedges and colorful gardens, but her idol is shattered when Ash crashes back into her life. And when it becomes clear why he didn't show in Madrid, her heart breaks anew for what the truth means for their fate. But they have never been able to resist each other, and when the sparks of their attraction fly, Ellie's life will catch flame. She will have to make a choice. Okay, so this one is also retailing for about $15 paper book and $13 on Kindle if you're interested. Okay, so let's talk about a steamy billionaire romance, which is, I love a good billionaire trope. Okay, so coming in our 8th spot is Anna Wong's 5th book in the Kings of Sin series called King of Envy, which I haven't got to those books yet. I'm still reading the Twisted series, which I just finished book 2 of the Twisted series, Twisted Games. I can't wait to start the 3rd one. Anyways, King of Envy. Okay, so although it's the 5th book, it does say that this one is a standalone. So you can just read this one if you want to. It doesn't specifically say anything about the rest of them, but it does say that King of Envy can be read alone. So let's get into the summary. It says he had everything he could have wanted except her. Dangerous, powerful, reclusive. Vuk Markovic. Vuk Markovic. Markovic. Vuk Markovic is notorious for shunning human interactions. The scarred billionaire rarely talks and he has no interest in relationships outside his small but trusted circle. His only exception, her. The beauty to his beast, the object of his obsession. He saw her first. He wanted her first. But now she's engaged to his oldest friend, and the closer the wedding looms, the more he's torn between loyalty and desire. She should be his, and he might just risk it all to have her. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. There's more to the summary, but I just don't want to. I don't want to give the whole summary away because I don't want to tell the whole summary. If you guys want to go read it, then go ahead and read it online because obviously the book is in the store. But I don't know. Some people don't like too much given away in the summary. So, like I said, I'm going to stop right there because I just don't feel like I should read the entire thing. Let's save some juice for the reading, okay? King of Envy is set to come out April 29th, around $14 paperback and $5.99 on the Kindle. Looks like it's gonna get super steamy in June this year. In our 9th spot, I have the 2nd book of the Into the Darkness series called Caught Up Into the Darkness. This is by Nevessa Allen. Again, this is book 2, so you might want to read book 1 first. But let's get into the series. So this is Nico Jr. Troki. I don't know how I say Truckeye. I don't know how you say his last name, but it says it knows Lauren Marchetti is off limits. She is sweetness and laughter, whereas Junior exists in a world of violence and depravity. Men like him don't get to have women like her. It's why he pushed her away back in high school and kept his distance ever since. But when Junior looks Lauren up online, he discovers the shy, bookish girl he remembers is gone. In her place is a strikingly beautiful woman whose social media is filled with scantily clad pictures of herself and a connection to a nearby play club. Okay, so it says Junior's innocent curiosity quickly turns into a dark obsession. Watching Lauren from a distance isn't enough. He needs to make her his. Okay, it says he's ruthless, a walking red flag. Good thing red flag is my color. And again, there's more to that summary, but I don't want to read too much of it. Y'all go read it. Y'all go read it. I don't want to read too much. But Caught Up Into Darkness retails for about $17 paperback and $10 on Kindle, and I will be getting that. I don't know when I'll have time to get that, but I have my own TBR from books that I wanted to read, you know, from the past or whatever. But that eventually is going to be on there. Last but not least, this book. Okay, so this is different from the rest of the list, but the 10th book that's on my list is Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. You guys, this book can be your next romantasy obsession if you give it a chance. So it's set for July 8th and retailing for about $28 hardcover and $14.99 on Kindle. All right, so this one says, captured as her castle is overrun by the enemy, Brioni. I feel like I am butchering that, but Brioni Rosewood knows that the world as she knows it is changed forever. The dark forces have won and her people face imminent servitude, imprisonment, or death. Stripped of her magic and her freedom, Brioni and the other survivors are quickly sold off to the highest bidders in an auction. And as Evermore's princess, she fetches the highest price. After a fierce bidding war, she's sold to none other than Tovin Hurst, scion of a family known for their cruelty. So it says, yet despite the horrors of her new world and the role she must learn to play within it, all is not lost. Help and hope may yet arise in the most unlikely places. Okay, spicy book lovers, that is your sneak peek into 10 new spicy romance books that are coming out in 2025. You guys, which are you guys most excited about? I want you guys to let me know in the comments below. Also, if you've read any books by any of the authors that I kind of chit-chatted about today, how do you guys feel about them? Because I feel like I only have read from two, which is Anna Wong and Lord Gilmore, and you guys, I'm pretty sure know I love Anna. Lori, I'm giving her a second chance because, listen, you cannot judge one author off one book. I feel like you need to give another chance. So that's why I'm reading The Christmas Tree Farm, and I have to say I do like that one a lot better so far than The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Like I said before, don't forget to drop your thoughts below. Hit the like button if you like a little bit of spice in your life. And of course, subscribe to the Spicy Bookshelf for more book reviews and recommendations. And with that being said, until next time, you guys stay spicy and keep reading. Bye!